Hello everyone, my name is Aaron. I'm from Belgium, and I always say this, English is not my first language, but I will make sure to explain everything to you clearly so that you can understand the basics of trading. So this is what gurus be asking you to pay for. So I will explain you in a very clear way, much more easier to understand. So let's start. First of all, we're going to talk about these things here that we call candlesticks. You see, candlesticks, they do a very important thing in trading, which is decide the market's direction. So now that you understand that the candlesticks are the reason why the market moves up or down, we need to understand more about it. You can see here that we have an uptrend. The candles are going up, and you can see that there is a mix of red and green candles, but we have more green candles whenever the market is going up. Here, another example, and here for a short, you see that now we have more red candles when the market is going down. So let's talk now only about the bullish candle. So the bullish candle is that big that big green candle that you see right there. So the bullish candle is the one that tends to push the market upwards. Understand? So now we'll talk about the bearish candles. Same thing. These are the ones that tend to push the market downwards. But how this works, this is the most important thing to know, how this works, because you know that those candles are the reason why the market moves, but you need to understand how the candles work. So this same bullish candle have its own behavior on your chart, which is it opens down here, opens here, it closes here. But when we are in the process of closing, the candles may sometimes go down, reaching to its lowest price, which is here. This was the lowest price that the candle was, and then the market went up as well, giving us the highest point. But at the end of all this up and down, the candle closed here. Because if you don't know on your chart, you can decide how long a candle will take to close. If it will take 1 minute, 1 second, 1 day, 1 year, 1 month. In the period of time that I was waiting for this candle to close, it went down to this point, which is the lowest, and then it went up to this point, which is the highest, but it ended up closing here. So now that you understand this, we're going to talk about, obviously, the bearish candles. Now, there are some difference between these two candles. The number one difference that we can already see is that this one opens up here and closes down here. And don't worry, you will understand more as you watch this video. So here I highlighted the differences. So you can clearly see that the point that we opened here, the point that we opened here, we were closing here. And here, when we closed, we were opening. This is the major difference between these two candles. But the highest point will always be the highest point, and the lowest point of the candle will always be the lowest point. And now there is no much better way to explain you this than showing to you. Here we go. We're going to analyze this candle and how will it behave. Okay, you see that it's going down now, marking the lowest point, and then it changed direction going up, marking the highest point, and then it ended up closing there. So now you see that we have the lowest point and we have the highest point. So this other candle here, you will see that we had the same thing. The candle opened here and then pushed up. And after pushing up, it went all the way down, so marking this as our highest point. Believe now you're understanding it even better than the illustrations. And now we are going to do the same observation for the bearish candle. You see that now it went up, and after going up, changed direction, see, and pushed down. So this here is our highest point, this little thing here. And now we have our lowest point. We can see here, this is our lowest point. So again, I'll give you another example. Same thing here. You'll see that it went up a little bit, too much actually. It went up. After going up, you will see that this same candle will go down. So we have now our highest point, and then it pushed all the way down here to our lowest point. So this is how we end up having this. You can see here that when these candles were going down, this one opened here and pushed up and then rejected down, marking the highest point and the lowest point. And also you can see that after the candle starting to go up, this red opened here and pushed down and then closed here, showing that the lowest point when this candle was still opened was here.